Feeling drained, sad, overwhelmed as the year comes to a close? Listen, you're not alone. That feeling is very normal. Many of us go through that, especially toward the end of the year. Sometimes we reflect on losses, lost jobs, lost relationships, grief. A loved one passed away during the year or years before, and we have memories of these losses as the year comes to an end. But what if I told you that the end of the year does not have to feel like the end of you? Let us flip the script on year-end blues and end this year stronger than ever. I'm going to share with you my 3 best secrets on how to change those year-end blues to your launching pad for an incredible new beginning. Stay tuned. Welcome back. My name is AngieMarie. I'm so happy you chose to click on this video and to join me here. If this is your first time, you're welcome. And for those who are return subscribers, thank you so much for checking out this video again. If you have not yet subscribed, please go ahead and subscribe to this channel. So I want you to also check out this video, okay? That talks about the details of things that I do to keep me going at the end of the year and as the new year starts. My first tip, my first strategy is reflecting with gratitude, not regret. Okay, so year end normally does that to us. We tend to think, oh my gosh, the year is coming to a close. Did I make the goals I set at the beginning of the year? And who is with me? Sometimes we started out the year with various persons, and as the year ends, you realize that whether the person passed away or you lost the relationship or the friendship, things have changed. And so we end up reflecting a lot toward the end of the year. Let me share this secret with you. When you're reflecting, if you reflect with gratitude, it helps so much. In my other video, I shared about making various lists, and I want to say it again. For me personally, making these lists work. Whether you want to literally write with pen and paper or make notes on your phone or do a mental list, it helps so much to sit down and think about what are the blessings, what good things have happened. Instead of thinking of all the bad things that happened, let's focus on the good. And I'm going to challenge you to write down 3 things that you're grateful for. Okay, I remember years ago when I lost my mom and I were very close. We pretty much spoke almost every day. And to be honest with you, after my mom passed, it was so hard for me. For several years, I would still take up my phone, looking up her number, thinking I'm going to call her. And then when certain things happened, when I needed advice or some input or suggestion or needed some help with something, I think of my mom. For a few years after she passed, it kept happening. And then I took up the phone thinking of calling her, and then I remember, oh no, she's no longer here. And maybe you can relate to that with someone with whom you were very close who is no longer here. So it's hard. But what I'm saying to you is that when we reflect, let's reflect with gratitude. One of the things I did to overcome or to get over the pain of the loss, which it never really goes away, you just learn how to deal with it. But one of the things I did one day, I said to myself, okay, my mom isn't here anymore and it hurts, but let me focus on the people who are still here and see how much I can hug and be a joy and be a blessing to those people who are still alive. And that works for me. And I want to suggest, if you do that, look at the small things. You're still alive, you're not in a hospital. And even if you are in a hospital, be grateful for life and be grateful that you have some of the best professionals who are attending to you. I remember after my car accident being in a hospital one of the times close to the end of the year. I was in a hospital for Thanksgiving one year when they were trying to help to restore my fractured leg. And I said, you know what, I'm alive, family, my loved ones, there are people who are alive, who care about me and who I care for. So I'm just grateful for every minute, every day, every hour, every time I'm able to continue to give and love on people. So just do that. Let's shift our mindset from what is missing to what is meaningful. What is missing, we can't do anything about it. But what is meaningful, we still have. Let's be grateful. Number 2 is to set micro goals, mini goals. Sometimes we have the habit of waiting until the new year to implement goals. And I'm going to suggest to you that you start on those right now. We still have, by the time this video comes out, you still have maybe a week or so left for the year. And again, I don't know when you're going to watch this video, if you're going to watch it after the new year starts, but still, I want to help you to think about these things. So setting some micro goals or mini goals and implementing them. I know that some of you who are watching me still need to start your YouTube channel. How can I help you to get started, my loves? Send me a message. Subscribe to my channel, make a comment, because when you make a comment on here and you have a channel, I will go and subscribe to your channel as well. All right, so comment so that we can get to know each other and I can help you. I've learned so much just in starting my YouTube channel. You'd be amazed at how much I know and how much I've grown just by starting. So some of you are procrastinating. You need to start your channel, my loves. Just do it. Do it now before January, so that by the time January comes, you probably would have created a few more videos. Don't worry about the camera. I used to do that. I used to think, oh well, my hair isn't perfect. I don't have a good microphone. Start with what you have. I started out with just my phone and I got this mic, as you could see, a cordless mic. Not expensive, and the important thing is that you're helping people. You're sending a message that people need and people love, and that was what encouraged me. At the start, I did it under pressure, and then after I do it and started growing and started seeing that so many of you appreciate my message and were benefiting from it and commenting on it, that was an encouragement for me to keep going. And so you who are watching me, you're thinking, well, don't take as long as I did. Get started now. And some other things, that micro goals, micro things that you could do. For instance, I also recently moved to a new place and I had all these boxes and stuff to unload, unpack, and trying to get my place in order the way I want it. Let me tell you something, don't procrastinate. Take small steps and just do it. So as the time went on, I felt so good about myself that, oh yeah, my kitchen is ready now, my bedroom is fine now, my living area is just how I want it. Do it like that, area by area, one step at a time. And when you accomplish your goals, reward yourself. Organize that space that's a little bit out of order, out of control. Get it in order, because it also helps with your mental, your mindset, and how you feel as the days go by. The third secret that I could share with you that I do is to prioritize self-care and connection. Now, what do I mean by self-care? Sometimes people think that self-care means just being self-absorbed and it's just all about you and no one else. No, that's not what we mean by self-care. What I mean by self-care is just taking care of yourself, making sure you get enough rest, drinking enough water, what you eat, getting yourself active, physically active, going to the gym, doing your exercises and doing your annual medical checkups and so forth. Just taking care of you. Sometimes it might be wearing the colors that you love, just doing things that make you feel great. Sometimes self-care means going for a walk in the park, sitting down on that bench, looking at the trees and the environment. You'd be amazed at what that does for your spirit, your mind, your energy. It helps me certainly, and I want to encourage you also to do that. Don't just be locked on the inside all the time. It's a temptation, I know, but hey, go outside, look at the sun, get some vitamin D, look at the environment, look at nature, and be grateful for everything that we have on this side of earth, okay? So self-care and connection. How we connect with other people or networks. And to be honest, for me, sometimes it's challenging when you have a full-time job and you also have videos, YouTube, and other things that you're doing as well. Sometimes it's hard to stay in touch with all the people you need to stay in touch with. But I think as the year winds down, we should make some time to really appreciate, first of all, the people who have really been good to us, the people who have gone out of their way to make sure that we are okay. Make sure we appreciate those people. Don't isolate from people who have been a blessing to you, who have people who have been a blessing to us. Sometimes when you feel down, the temptation is to isolate and to think, I don't want to talk to nobody. But believe me, connecting with those people who make you smile, who make you laugh, it is so important. Sometimes it's the small kids. I remember when my mom passed and I had a hard time telling Layla about it because she was really close to her great grandma. And I thought, how am I going to tell her this? After a few days, I You know, I had her going riding, and then I stopped, and while we sat on the steps, and I said, "Hey, Layla, I have something to tell you." She said, "What is it, Nana?" I said, "Great grandma is no longer here." And she said, "What do you mean she's no longer here?" I said, "She passed away." And the first thing Layla said was, "Oh no, but that's your mom. Are you okay?" She said, "I cannot imagine how I would feel if my mom were to pass away." She gave me a hug. She said, "Are you okay?" And then, you know, she said something very interesting. She said, "Would you like me to be your mom?" She was 6 years old. She said, "I could be your mom." That made me smile and made me laugh. But then I said to myself, if only she knew the challenges and how difficult it is to be a mom and to be my mom, to be a mom to someone who can be hard-headed, tough, and so on, a child. But I appreciated her, and I was saying, bless her heart, bless her innocent heart. I reminded her this morning about that. I said, "Do you remember this conversation you had with me?" So yes, don't isolate. Sometimes it's the small children. When I'm with these little kids, we laugh, we play, we ride around, we play around, and sometimes the nuggets, sometimes it's a lot of wisdom. Sometimes the nuggets of wisdom are incredible. I saw a video recently, one of my daughters posted this, where she was saying something about, she told the gardeners to plant red flowers and they planted white. And then the video showed her son saying, "So why don't you color the white ones red?"
The gardeners have planted white roses when I specifically asked for red.
You could always paint the roses red.
What an odd thing to say.
And I said to myself, that sounds like something I would have said. Yeah, they wanted red, they planted white. Why not just paint it red? Bless their innocent hearts. So it's good to have little children around us who help to keep us happy, help to keep us young, and also the people who are positive. Sometimes we entertain too much negativity, and I'm learning more and more how to avoid that negative energy and to just embrace the people who are positive around me. All right, so I'm praying that this video has been useful to you. I want to wish you all the best as the year closes. So I'm asking you to watch my other videos, join my community, subscribe to this channel if you have not yet done so. Thank you so much for spending this time with me and for watching this video to the end. This is Angie Marie, and I'll see you soon in the next video.